When Mace Windu arrived to arrest Chancellor Palpatine after discovering his true identity as a Sith Lord, he brought along 3 of the most experienced Jedi Masters available to defeat him. Palpatine was able to swiftly eliminate all 3 of these Masters. So how did Palpatine kill them so easily? Why did Chancellor Palpatine unleash an incredible scream instead of simply fighting the Jedi? The answer is more interesting and deep than you may have thought. Before we get started, remember to hit that like button and subscribe, as well as leaving a comment down below how you think Palpatine defeated the Jedi Masters. The true answer to how Palpatine was able to defeat 3 of the most fierce and experienced warriors of the Jedi Order is because of his usage of the Force Scream. The Force Scream was a dark side power which allowed its users to unleash their rage, frustration and anger through the Force, stunning their opponents. The Force Scream would trigger shockwaves that rippled through the area, temporarily severing victims' connection to the Force and leaving them disoriented. Palpatine was able to use this technique to stun the Jedi Masters in place, appearing only as a red flash as he chopped them down one by one. Mace Windu was the only Jedi Master in the room powerful enough to avoid the Force Scream because of his affinity with the dark side of the Force. Like many other dark side powers, the Force Scream allowed its users to weaponize their negative emotions and decimate opponents. Palpatine likely learned to use this ability through the ancient texts of the Dark Jedi Order. These texts often made reference to strong users of the dark side unleashing a violent scream and losing control in the final moments of their life. Palpatine studied the technique vigorously throughout his apprenticeship with Darth Plagueis, learning to have control over the scream and not simply having it triggered as an involuntary action. Palpatine was a master of all dark side knowledge, studying its teachings from a very young age. He was able to learn even the most obscure techniques and disciplines within the dark side, only being topped by his master, Plagueis. Some other notable users of the Force Scream included Exar Kun, who let out an enormous scream of anguish and pain when he slaughtered his master, Freedon Nard. As Exar Kun thrusted his lightsaber into his master, Freedon Nard also unleashed a huge Force Scream as a last-ditch attempt at preserving his life. While this attempt failed, it strengthened his connection to the dark side of the Force in the final moments of his life. Darth Malak, Darth Traya, and Darth Nihilus were also known to have used the Force Scream in times of great distress. To add to this, Darth Maul almost used a Force Scream that would have collapsed the building that he was in when he accidentally received a cut from his own lightsaber blade. Maul also attempted to use the Force Scream ability against his nemesis Obi-Wan Kenobi when he and his brother Savage Opress dueled Kenobi on their ship. He was unable to summon the power of the Force Scream at that time because of his weakened connection to the dark side of the Force and his weak mental state. So that's how Chancellor Palpatine used Force Scream to overcome 3 of the most respected and powerful Jedi Masters that the Order had ever seen to avoid his arrest. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below telling me if you knew about this Force power before the video. If you did, remember to leave that comment and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers guys.